Hi, what's up, everyone? After a very close match against Immortal, I fucked it up against Team Liquid. My bad. Let's see, how do I want to phrase this?
Just say a devastating loss for Immortals.
After a close match against Team Liquid, I'm joined by the jungler of Immortals. It's Xerxe. Xerxe, that was a tough one. You were so close multiple times on the Viego to get the resets. This was an interesting draft that had Tristan in the mid lane, Ziggs on the bottom side of the map. What was some of the comms while you were going through the draft phase?
I mean, we played this draft. We played these champions before, so it's not like it's just champions that we are good at, that we're comfortable on, and it was just another draft that we played before.
Now, this one didn't quite go according to plan. You had a dive in the bot side of the map, so close to picking up the resets on Viego, and then you fell behind, but you had the massive Baron steal on the top side of the map. You had multiple members still alive and weren't quite able to get out. Talk me through this game from your perspective.
Okay, so from my perspective, I felt like my early game batting was really good, and we were pretty ahead in the jungle. I mean, on the top side of the map, mid-top jungle. So that's why it feels really bad for me, because I felt like I misplayed two really crucial fights that could have turned the game, or like the game shouldn't have gotten to this horrible state. For example, the first dive onto the Kalista that he won, like that wasn't that big of a deal. Like, I probably could have killed him, but that wasn't like a game breaking or anything like that. But the game breaking obviously was the play at the T2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just a really bad play I made to look for, and it probably cost us the game. So I'm obviously gonna feel terrible towards I'm gonna feel bad because I know I can do better than this, and I feel bad for my teammates.
You're a vet. You're a veteran. How do you bounce back? Because everyone has games where they make mistakes, and sometimes it's on you. But you've been around for long enough. Well, what is your process towards getting back, especially because you have another game tomorrow?
For me, like, how I usually cope with it is like I'm gonna be really harsh on myself on the day that it happens. So, like, for example, today I'm gonna be really harsh on myself and be like, "What the fuck did you do, man? Like, how the fuck can you do that? Like, seriously." And then, like, tomorrow it's a new day. It's another LCS day. So for me, like, I'm able to just reset my mind and like go fresh into the series, because I think it's a new game. It's a new opportunity for me to show that I can do better than I did the previous day.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, glad to know that you're able to still get upset, but only at yourself, that you can get the mental reset and move on. And I kind of wanted to start picking your thoughts a little bit on this team and this team's makeup here. I've chatted with multiple members on your squad, chatted with Coach Gilhoto. He said that you're the guy, one of the vets that he can rely on, because you know how he works, and now you've got this roster full of youngish talent. But you're the rock that kind of holds everything together. Is that how this roster works? And do you feel like people rely on you the most as one of the vets, as one of the guys that's been around in a major region for the longest time?
Yes. So I do feel like I have a lot more responsibility to my teammates, because, like you said, I'm the veteran. I have the most experience, and I'm usually really stable. I can get this for myself, for the team. And that's why for me, like, today's game was really disappointing, because I usually don't do this type of mistakes, and I think this was probably my first worst, like the worst game I played in a long time. So that's why, like, it's just very disappointing, because I usually am like, I'm supposed to be like the rock that everyone can rely on.
Yeah, well, I'm feeling for you right now, because it's very clear how much your performance, especially when you do put the wrong foot forward, means to you. Like, obviously this means so much to you, and it's very clear there. But I do want to restate that you all are in the playoff hunt. You're sitting there at, I think, 15 and 17, maybe 15 and 18 right now. What does that mean to you to be on a team that's people counted out. I had you, I think, at like 9th. I was like 9th or 10th. I was like, this team, like good parts, veteran parts, but also like, where's the firepower coming from? You've proven everyone wrong. What does it mean to you to be in the playoff hunt, to have the opportunity to be one of those winners bracket seats?
So yeah, if we are to think of what people were expecting of us at the beginning of the year, everyone put us 9th place at best.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could say that we exceeded some expectations, but to me, like I was like, for me, it just feels very wrong to like even think that we are right now we are a 7th place team. So that to me, like already like feels very bad, because I feel like we've lost so many games that where we lost to ourselves that we could have won. And I feel like we can do much better than this. And I think if I do feel like we can still end top 6 by the end of the split. It's gonna be a bit rough now with this weekend, because I feel like the game yesterday we should have won. We just lost to ourselves because we couldn't execute some mid-game rotations. And then today we had an early lead and we couldn't. I mean, I messed up a lot. But yeah, like sure, we are in playoffs. Yeah, we'll most likely be guaranteed for playoffs, because the gap between 7th and 8th place is kind of big, I think. But to me, like I never want to go like just like barely scratching the playoffs. Like be like, yeah, guys, let's hope for the best for these playoffs. So I want to go confident, like I want my team and myself to go confident into the playoffs.
So I kind of wanted to, close out this interview with a question more about the North America region. You being a player that has Worlds caliber, been to Worlds, been on top teams, had some struggles with some big teams as well. I wanted to get your idea on like, hey, North America, I guess the pros in the space, the players in the space. What are some of the major differences that you've experienced going from the EU scene to now here in the LCS?
So I feel like most people talk about ping being an issue, but in my opinion, I don't think it's that big of an issue. Like yeah, it's annoying to play on 50 ping, but I don't think it's as bad as people make it seem.
Okay.
I feel like the bigger issue is the player base that is just lower than all the other regions. And in a way, like in Europe, like you had a lot of like good one tricks, like you had like this like random Evelyn one trick, or like Heimerdinger one trick that like would be like really obnoxious to play against, but you would still like maybe you get an idea or two. But like I feel like the one tricks here are not that good. So that doesn't help either. The population being like smaller doesn't help either. Yeah, so I think these are like the bigger problems than what people say the ping is the problem. But I don't think that's a problem.
Well, hopefully you and your play will not only help North America get better and raise the level, but also get Immortal some wins to try and continue to fight for that winner's bracket playoff spot. Thank you for joining me, Xerxe, after a tough game. I really do appreciate the transparency in your interview, man.
Thank you for having me.
All right, best of luck.
Thank you.